Okay, so I've been working on mine a little bit, but we're going to go over how to add the side. And the way that we're going to do that is that we're going to take a piece, or like a scrap piece, and we're going to end up tracing around the roof. So make sure I would do this separately for both sides, like I wouldn't cut out the same for each side. And what I'm going to make sure that I'm doing is that when I'm lining this up, I want to kind of line it up like this. So if it's easier to just put your house down on one end like this and kind of line it up with this bottom here, you can go ahead and trace lightly around it. Okay. Really trying to get those estimates in. I'm going to do it on a fresh side here. So you can see where I kind of made those marks. So here we have kind of like this estimate of a shape. It's pretty light, so I'll trace it a little bit darker so you can kind of see it. Go ahead and cut it. It might not be perfect. I'm going to round my edge just because my folded edge is slightly round. I feel like it sits a little bit better that way. Then I'm going to think about where it's going to line up. So I'll make sure that when I'm putting it in here, it sits in there pretty nicely. It might fit a little bit better on one side than the other. I might need to cut down the top a little bit. Just to make sure that those sides fit in nice. You can see where it wants to sit a little bit better now. So basically you're just going to match up whichever side you feel sits a little bit better in there now. You're going to basically match up which side you feel is the best. Then, if I know I want to set it this way in here, I'm going to put just like a little bead of glue along the bottom. Take it underneath. So I'm taking it under, see here? I'm taking it underneath and through here. And I'm just popping it into here like this. Now, if you did yours and it's like right even kind of with this and it's just like a smaller triangle, you can go ahead and you can do the tabs like we did on the roof and just put tabs behind it and glue it in. Now I want to talk to you a little about details. So I have added different details around my house. Okay, and I even went into where you see like a border. Now everything's one color as it's supposed to be, but I went ahead and added a border. Now you're going to also notice that some things are edited from original design. I didn't have enough to put a patio because I'm only going to have 12 by 18, a 12 by 18 sheet of paper. I also made this a little bit shorter because I felt it was really tall and I needed um, some extra paper anyways. So I went ahead and did that. But I like to pre-make all my little pieces. I like to pre-make all my little pieces. So you can kind of see if we're looking pretty close here. See here, see if I can focus. Where you have, right, you've got, you can see where you've got like these little, you can see the border there, okay? So I like to pre-make everything that I can and then glue it on. And I can go back once it's tacked and kind of get all the little edges, okay? So I'm trying to kind of watch my glue. You might have like a little bit of glue that shows, but overall you shouldn't have a ton of glue that's showing. So I'm going to glue on this final piece here. I'm just going to put some glue on the back here. And then I'm just going to center it where I want it and give it a nice press down. And then I can go back later and I can kind of edit whatever I need to. I did leave the bottom open, so I didn't use any extra on that. And it's a really great place to put your name in on the bottom. Just kind of there and put some kind of like your period there too. Could also put my name here if I have some kind of patio and a period there as well. Now, if you make yours pretty small, you can go into texture, like you can make siding, whatever you want to do. So if you really want to make some like texture, like siding, things like that, then you want to make it even smaller than this. All right. So just think about that before you make it. And then you can even go into things like handles. I made sure I did the outsides. Now, one thing I couldn't include because I didn't have enough was, and also this like room was a little bit off, was having my shutters. So I decided to forego that. But I still had my bigger elements of my little porch area and my little portico over here. So I wanted to kind of have all this. So this is my back, one of my sides, my front, and my other side. And I do want to make sure that I think about what's on all four sides. Typically, you do have a window on each side. So that is the finished piece of mine. Have fun, go into details. Even down here, I've got like a little door handle there too, a window in the door because I layered it. So you'll have pictures of this to really be able to see it even better. But have fun with this.